Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Haut Beyleron here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, CWATTYESO, on what is a very special day, because today is the first time ever I am recording and uploading Farming Simulator content in 4K. I've got my fancy new monitor, so I'm trying to record this video in 4K to see how that works, and then obviously we'll have a look at the editing process as well, and see how that all works and what the file sizes are likely to be, so I can work out how many videos I can record in a single session before I fill my hard drive, and then how much editing I have to do, and then basically see what the final rendered files are, and then I have to work out how I'm going to upload those because they could be potentially quite massive. My normal 1080p videos that I've been uploading for the last couple of months, typically they are around about the 14 gigabyte mark in terms of file size. So each farm sim video is about 14 gigabyte for 1080p HD. I imagine 4K is going to be a lot bigger file sizes than that. I don't know how my internet's going to cope with that. We will have to find out, and I don't know whether I'm going to have to potentially upgrade my internet at some point this year if I start doing all my content in 4K, to be able to get better upload speeds, because that's the biggest thing holding me back, is the fact that with my service provider I get very low upload speeds compared to my download. My download is very rapid at 200 megabits per second, but my upload is about 12 megabits per second. Doesn't compare, so we'll see. But let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoy the 4K video, if you're able to view it in 4K, and how everything looks. I'm going to leave this guy over here on field 36. I think it's 36. My UI looks even smaller now on 4K, so it's hard to see the field numbers. I think it's 36. I'm going to leave him over here doing the stone removal, and I'm going to head to the farm, whereby we've got a new tractor, everybody. Proper big boy tractor at the farm, ladies and gentlemen. New purchase. So we're starting out today with a brand new machine. Why is that? And that's interesting. That keeps resetting back to the farm, back to the shop. I've moved that twice now, and in fact it's not only has it reset, but it's also emptied it, because I did fill this up. I wonder if it's because of the Christmas trees and stuff. I wonder if I've got to remove those, because it's interfering with the area where I'm placing the trailer. We'll fill it back up with water. I might have to park it in a different location. I might have to find somewhere else to temporarily park it for now. If it keeps resetting every time I load into the save, and it's not remembering where I keep it. Of course, technically, as it is the 6th of January today, I should probably take down the Christmas decorations at the farm. So we'll probably do that in a moment. And then we'll get on to today's plan of action, which is to do seeding, as mentioned in the last video. Gonna get some wheat and some barley put in. I do believe, if it's the right time of year for all of that. No, I can't plant wheat and barley yet. We're too early. So what I think we'll be doing then is seeing if the silage wants emptying out of my silage bunker. Right, I'm going to park this here. Right, now. Bye, snowman. Goodbye, Christmas tree. That's it. Christmas is over, kids. 352 sleeps till the next one. We've ruined Christmas. It's gone. Sacrilege. We've ruined Christmas for everybody. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of that. Because I'm not using it for anything. And instead, what I think I'm going to do, because I've seen Auto Drive complaining a little bit about not having anywhere to repair stuff. So there we go. I'm going to chuck in a little workshop at the farm here, so I don't have to keep going and travelling all the way up to the main store every time I want to repair stuff. Close the doors. So we'll see now if with the Christmas decorations gone, whether the greenhouse is going to be happier. Right. Seeding then. Well, seeing as we've got our lovely big brand new big boy tractor. No, we can't do seeding, can we? Oh, I forgot. Can't do seeding. How are we doing over here? Our bunker is openable. Right, that's what we're going to do then. We're going to get the silage sorted. Gonna need the Massey. Because it's got the front loader. I'm going to move the loading wagon out of the way, folks. Because, in fact, actually, I should probably whiz it up to the store quickly, just to fill it up with the silage additive. And I'll take the shortcut. Now, one of the things I am thinking as well is doing a bit of science testing Bit of science testing, because I had a comment left on one of my recent videos. About weeding and mechanical weeders. And that if you use a mechanical weeder directly after seeding a field, so like if I was to come along and mechanically weed this field right now, you won't get any weeds grow on it. Whereas if you wait until weeds appear on the field, use the seed weeder, there is the potential that the weeds will grow back. See, I don't get an option to fill this. Load only. Right. Now, so of course, people are going to tell me, why don't you just drive the loading wagon through the silage bunker and pick up the silage? It'll be so much faster than the way you're doing it now. Yeah, it would be faster, but it's probably not the realistic way of doing it. I don't know how many farmers in real life drive their loading wagons into their silage bunkers to... I'm having troubles. Oh, come on. Stupid game. Give me my front loader. Come on. Stop mucking me about, game. Just let me put my bucket on the front of the tractor, please. So yes, I'm not going to use the front loader. I'm not going to use the loading wagon, should I say. Right, forks. Let's put them somewhere safe. I don't want them sticking through the wall, do I? But I will take Mr. Helge's advice here and say, having collected the straw, having collected the silage, let's just tip it straight into the hayloft rather than into the trailer. Another thing I might choose to do because this is what, 1,000 litre bucket. Do I have a bigger bucket for front loaders yet? We have that one. Achievement unlocked. This is just my weekend vehicle. Really? No idea what that means. I'll be honest. Okay. The achievements for Farming Simulator 22 are so obscurely named. I don't know what they correlate to. I don't know what I've done. You know, I felt the achievements were all named much more sensibly in FS19 and certainly FS17. You kind of knew what you had to do to unlock them and get them. We'll sell that one back then. We will. And we'll use this fancy new one. So, equipment shuffle is in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Money's going down. Money's always going down. Like I say, really need to get into September, and then we can start doing our, we can do some seeding. I might end up skipping day 3 of August then. Just so I can get to September and start the next seeding and use the new big boy tractor. I'll also then be able to do rolling straight behind the seeder, because we'll have the Massey freed up to do rolling. Which will be cool. And then I can maybe get the class straight behind the roller to do the mechanical weeding, to test if what McFish told me, what McFish in the comments on the video told me about the weeding is correct. Because certainly if that's the case, that if you mechanically weed after you have seed directly straight after seeding, and it stops the weeds from ever growing, ever appearing, then that's an absolute brilliant bit of info. Because that means I'm never ever going to need to do herbicide on my own fields, and that will save me tons of cash. Because typically I only deal with the weeds when they actually appear on the on the fields, when they actually sprout. I've never, I mean, I've preemptively sprayed fields before. I've sprayed herbicide on fields that have been seeded to prevent weeds from appearing, but I've never thought the mechanical weeder could preemptively prevent weeds. Now, Helper J has apparently finished his stone collecting. I'm not convinced by that myself, because I noticed headlands, he was a bit ropey on the headlands, so maybe I need to just quickly whiz around the field. I then am going to bring the stone picker back, put the stones in the silo from the stone picker. I'm going to get the trailer, and then I'm going to take all the stones to my lovely new lime making machine. So, park in there briefly. Right, I'm just going to whiz round, like I say, do the headlands. See, he's missed some stones there, look. Which is to be expected. Giants AI, not the best. And 4,785 litres of stones off of this field is quite nice. That will go very well. Okay, there's some stones he missed. There's some stones he's missed. And there. So, looks like periodically, every so often, he hasn't quite gone beyond the edge of the field. And dude, oh, what is going on? I am not being funny, Mr. AI worker man, but you've not actually done what you're supposed to do. So, carry on. You've lied to me. A liar. He says he's finished. He hasn't done the field at all. It's like working with children, honestly. How many times do you ask the kids, have you done your homework? Yeah, I've done the homework. And then suddenly Monday morning you find out they haven't done the homework at all. Kids don't take after me, that's for sure. I would always do my homework on a Friday evening. As soon as I got in from school on a Friday night, I'd sit at the dining room table, I'd do all my homework, so then I had the whole weekend. And I didn't have to muck about. Literally. And that was the same in fact every evening when I got home from school, the first thing I would do was go to the dining room table, do my homework. Because then I knew I had the rest of the evening to play and do everything. Also, it was a great way for me to make sure I didn't forget to do any homework, because if I didn't do it the minute I got it, you know, if I did say to myself, oh, I'm going to leave that for such and such, I'd end up forgetting about it completely, and then I wouldn't do it. And then I'd get into trouble, obviously, at school for not doing my homework. So I used to always do my homework on the day I was given it, while it was fresh in my memory. So yeah, children don't take after me. They don't. They're always leaving everything to the last minute. And then I'm like, I just look at them and I shake my head and I say, no, you're not getting any help from me, kids. Alright, we'll load that up. So yeah, 2,000 litre bucket is definitely making life a little bit easier. And yeah, cutting out the loading wagon also helps quite a bit. Now, potentially what we could do, I've just realised, field 36, the one that the stone picker is on currently, I did say I was going to oilseed radish that, didn't I? To get the free fertiliser state. So we might be able to do some seeding, possibly, with the big boy tractor. I imagine he'll catch up though with the stone picker very quickly, especially if the stone picker is going to keep mucking about. Why does it look like he's working on Oh. This guy is a troll. He's working over the field he's already done. He's not carrying on with the part of the field he hasn't done. No, he's decided to go up that row and then turn right and go over the ground he's already done. How fucking useless. Oh, if you want a job doing properly, you have to do it yourself. Another great life lesson, that if you want a job doing properly, do it yourself. Yeah, I must admit, the AI, the AI is quite infuriating. Probably more so in FS22 than in any other farm sim game. In previous farm sim games, we knew the AI was limited in what it could do. And, you know, with certain field tasks, it was, you know, a bit, you know, hit or miss. But we knew that and we could work around it. You know, ultimately, if you put a worker on a field, it would work the field. Yes, it might miss some bits at the headlands, where it was trying to avoid objects and trees and stuff, but it would ultimately work the fields, you know, and it would work the fields in the right direction. You know, if you started a worker off halfway through a field, it would be able to tell which half of the field had been done and knew which direction to keep working in. That doesn't seem to be the case in FS22. The workers seem a bit rubbish at detecting what you've already done, and they seem quite happy to go over the ground that you've already done and waste time getting paid for doing something that's already done. And of course, maybe we had higher hopes for FS22's AI because of all the promises Giants gave us before the game came out, that the AI had been improved, and you know, we'd got this new AI worker menu, and the workers were going to be far more intelligent this year and far more capable. Yet, they really do seem to struggle. And the biggest thing that I find, and other people, and again, there's like no consistency with it, because other people say, yeah, I'm not having any issues, it's working fine for me. Yeah, I find even something as basic and as simple as trying to get a worker here to do a load and deliver from the silo, load at the silo and go and deliver to a sell point. Doesn't matter what map I play on, the workers just don't seem to want to do that with any kind of consistency. Sometimes they'll load and deliver, other times they tell me the target is unreachable and they can't do it. And it's just, oh, it's boggling, mind-boggling. I was messaging Stevie on his Facebook page about it, because I noticed on his Elm Creek edit map that when we was playing multiplayer the other day, doing massive potato harvesting contract, the workers, you know, I was able, and this is weird, this is how weird and pedantic it was. If we had, say, like we had field 26, this big field here, say if this was the field that we were doing the potato harvesting on, We borrowed the equipment from the store. So we had the harvester, we had the contract provided tractor and trailer. If I got in the contracted tractor and trailer and said, please drive from this spot here, say, this spot here, just below this tree, say, you know, that tree is the spot. Please drive from that spot to the sell point, which was the farmer's market, for example, say over here. Deliver the potatoes and then return to your spot, wait for loading, and just keep doing that as a loop. It would do it. It was working brilliantly. I was able to harvest by myself. Every time the harvester got full, drive over, load the contract trailer, off it would go, tip the potatoes, and then it would come back and it would wait for me to fill it again. Worked perfectly. I also, to try and speed things up, had our own farm tractor and trailer, and I set him to a spot near the field and said, please can you drive from this spot to the sell point, unload and come back. And he would only do half the job. He would wait until he was full. He would then drive off to the sell point. He would deliver his potatoes. And then he'd stop and say, I can't reach my destination. So basically he'd driven from his spot to the sell point, tipped, and then couldn't remember how to retrace his route and come all the way back and park at the field. And that was driving me absolutely up the wall. And I also noticed I couldn't drive from like the farm on the map, the farm area. If I had a vehicle parked at the farm and I wanted him to go, like, you know, go to a field with a tool, like, oh, we need you to drive over here, for example. We're doing a contract on this field. I just want you to take the equipment to the field for me. They wouldn't do it. They could not find a route. They could not find their destination from the farm on Stevie's map. But that's not Stevie's map's fault, because I find that as well. I'm finding that same problem on Giant's maps. With and without mods installed, so it's not a mod conflict messing with anything. So yeah, it's all a bit random. Right, first thing I'm going to do, while I've got the trailer, when I hook up to the trailer here, is I'm going to go and fill these, remove these fertilizer pallets for a start. Because they're in the way, and I want them off my grass field, which is not ready for mowing yet, but it could be soon. And we need to get grass or hay for the sheep. You watch, I'll forget that. And I'll end up just doing normal stuff. So, put my fertilizer into storage. Chickens have made me some eggs. Thank you, chickens. Right, I want the stones. $19,000 litres worth of stones. Excellent. That's going to make me a lot of lime. I shall not need to buy lime again for a while once I've delivered this. My lovely machine that I have prepared earlier. However, the terrain up here is a bit mountainous. Let me quickly check the line production is working. And it is. It's storing my line. Good. Excellent work. Right, so next video, we'll be able to get the oilseed radish planted over on the new field. And then in September, we'll be able to get our wheat and barley seeded. I'm probably going to have to do some weeding as well. So I'll probably get a mechanical weeder at that point. I suspect. What have I pressed? Whoa. That was weird. Might have pressed the wrong buttons there. Right, folks. I have reached the end of today's episode. What I'm going to do, off camera, I'm going to finish emptying the bunker here. And then when we come back, it'll be the start of a brand new day. We'll have seeding to do. We'll have rolling to do. Although, technically, I'm not... Do I roll? I'm not... No, I'm not going to roll after oilseed radish, am I? That would be stupid. Yeah, we'll take the big boy tractor out for a spin, let him do some seeding, and then we'll have a look as well, because I've not been doing any contracts just recently, so we'll see what contracts are available tomorrow, and we'll go off and maybe do some contracting as well. Now we've got extra tractor. So thank you everybody for watching today's video. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead, click that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so, and don't forget to enable your notification bell. Leave me your questions, your comments, your suggestions, your feedback, whatever, in the comment section down below. And share the video with everyone you know and everywhere you can. And I'll see you all in the next episode, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.